miracle number 65. This is about the dua for Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu. So Rasulullah sallallahu one time made dua for Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu. Inshallah, we will get into exactly how this is a miracle and how it came true. But Rasulullah sallallahu made dua to him, for him, "Oh Allah, grant him understanding in religion and teach him the interpretation of the Quran." So how this dua came true, I'm going to talk about it, but first, as we always do, I'm going to mention a little bit about this Sahabi, Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu, and talk a little bit about him, know exactly who he is and what contributions he did, and then we will come to know exactly how this dua really came to be true. So how was Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam related to Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu? Cousin. Ibn Abbas, actually Abbas radiallahu anhu, he was the uncle, right? The son of Abdul Muttalib. So, and he was his son, Ibn Abbas. And so he is the cousin of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was very young. Actually, when he was not even born when the prophethood was received by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Actually, before Hijrah was made, 3 years before Hijrah, at that time he was born. So he was just 3 years old during Hijrah. But he has this honor that when he was born, the first thing that went inside his mouth was Prophet's saliva. And so you see the effects now, what I'm going to discuss. Because of that thing, the effects start coming. Because everything that we said about the persona of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there's so much blessing in it. So, but the thing here about him is that in his life, he was very, very close to the Prophet since beginning. He used to be like almost like a servant of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He used to serve him water whenever he used to make wudu. He was always there, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he always kept him in his companionship. So whenever he went to journeys, he always took him, and that's why all the ahadith that we study, most of them, about, you can say about 1600, over 1600, Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu, he was the one who reported it, because he spent so much time with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Anyways, he was very, very wise person, very, very quick in understanding. He was blessed with it. And when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam actually passed away, how old was he? About 13 years, not hardly reaching the teenage years. So even at that age, people used to consider him like a scholar. He was very, very talented. I mean, not just a bright child, but he really had very, very scholarly capabilities. So this dua, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he made, he was not even when he was not even a teenager at that time, but Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned specifically, made dua to Allah, "Oh Allah, teach him the interpretation of the Quran." So Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu has such a good understanding of the Quran that he was very famous, as known as the scholar of the Quran. And even now, until today, you pick up any tafsir book, you will not find any tafsir book without mentioning his name. There will definitely be some quotes, some interpretation of Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu. So he, in fact, when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam passed away, he was in Makkah, and he basically established, you can say, university in Makkah. His house became the university, and people used to come so much, and the entire house was full, the streets was full whenever he used to give halaqah, because he was a genius, really. He was so talented, he was so much blessed, because it was the dua of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Many people were there, but some of them went on to become like very good warriors. Some of them became good governors and so on. But Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu, he became a scholar, true scholar, and the dua of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam became true. And anyways, he almost like died at the age of 70 years. And every day he used to pass in his house, there used to be a different class. One day he would do fiqh, one day he would do Quran, tafsir, one day he would do maghazi, history and things like that. But his interpretation of Quran is like really, really amazing. his opinions and his thoughts really integrated in every tafsir book that you pick.